Live and on demand from the WNY News Now studios in downtown Jamestown. This is WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us for WNY News Now. Happy Valentine's Day to you and yours. I'm Justin Gould.
And I'm Matt Hummel. Happening now, the former Southern Tier Express general manager is facing federal child pornography charges.
Plus, the head of the local Spire Theater is expected in our studio. But first, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter. He's standing by now with a live look at our forecast. Hey, Dakota.
Hey, Jay and Matt, and happy Valentine's to you and yours. It's a day of love, and it's also a day of dry radar scans. We have nothing showing up on the radar. We had a few little light snow showers pass through this morning, but otherwise it's going to be dry for the remainder of the day. Let's go right to the Sky Vision camera network, and oh boy, we got birds flying here at the casino. Man, that is gorgeous. Look at those flock of birds. 42 degrees in Salamanca right now with a northeast wind of 3, and this warm weather will continue as we have a southerly wind. Look at these snowfall totals over the past 24 hours. 7 inches in Little Valley, 5 inches Randolph, 4.5 Cattaraugus, Jamestown officially at 3.5, and Silver Creek at 1 inch. So again, these totals were right in line with kind of what we were expecting throughout the day. What can we do with all this snow? Get out on the ski slopes, of course. Everybody has good bases and surfaces up there, and a lot of reports of 5 to 9 inches of new snowfall accumulation over the past 24 hours. So hour by hour, temperatures will at least make it to 40. That's above average. And then temperatures will dip back into the 30s. But rain will come our way tonight. We'll time it all out with the Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day forecast a little bit later on in the show. Jay, Matt?
All right, looking forward to that, Dakota. Thank you. Our top story, the former Southern Tier Express general manager is facing federal charges relating to the recipient and distribution of child pornography. According to the U.S. Attorney's Office in Buffalo, 32-year-old Travis Sanders, you see there, formerly of Jamestown and now of North Richland Hills, Texas, was charged yesterday by criminal complaint. Prosecutors say that the charges carry a mandatory minimum penalty of 5 years in prison, a maximum of $20,000 and $250,000 fine. Investigators ask anyone with information regarding this case to call Homeland Security in Buffalo at 716-464-6070. Now, anyone with general questions regarding sexual abuse is asked to call the Child Advocacy Group here at 716-338-9844. For more specific details of Sanders' case, and as always in these cases, they are disturbing, so please keep that in mind. Visit our website at WNYNewsNow.com.
A woman was taken to ECMC in Buffalo after she was set on fire this morning near the Arkwright Hills campground. Now, Chautauqua County Sheriff Jim Quattrone tells us that the fire was out when crews received the call for help at 7:30 a.m. He did not have an updated condition for the woman as of 10:20 a.m. this morning, but he did say that she was unable to communicate with first responders at the scene. The Chautauqua County Sheriff's Office is now investigating how and why she was set ablaze. The sheriff said that her inability to communicate with investigators has made the case more difficult. Cassadaga and Sheridan Fire Departments, as well as the Chautauqua County EMS, also responded to the scene. We will update our report at WNYNewsNow.com as we receive more information.
And New York State Governor Andrew Cuomo wants Congress to step in and stop the so-called SALT cap. Now, SALT stands for state and local taxes. The cap limits how much Americans are allowed to deduct from those taxes from their federal bills. It was part of the tax overhaul the GOP passed last year, but residents in high-tax states like New York get hit hard, especially, according to Cuomo.
My position is very simple. They did this when they controlled the Congress, the Senate, and the White House. It was a gross injustice. The Democrats now control the Congress. They should not do anything of any significance until the Republicans right this wrong.
Now, on Monday, 2 lawmakers introduced legislation to repeal the limit. No word on if it stands a chance of passing in Congress yet. Cuomo has pointed out that President Trump apparently said he was open to discussing a change.
Jamestown Republicans last night postponed making a decision on who they'll endorse for mayor. Mayoral candidate Andrew Liuzzo, who was in attendance, told us this morning that, quote, nothing was decided, end quote, during that first meeting. He adds that a second meeting has been tentatively scheduled for next Tuesday. When asked why the decision was postponed to another meeting, Liuzzo said that he, quote, wasn't at liberty to say, end quote. Now, Liuzzo, who's currently a city councilman at large here in Jamestown, announced earlier this month that he'd be running for mayor. Current Mayor Sam Tracy said on February 4th that he would not be seeking re-election in November after serving since 2000.
Now, meanwhile, city lawyer Eddie Sundquist told us this morning that he's interested in receiving the Democratic nomination for mayor. Sundquist says, however, that he's not sure what the city Democratic committee is planning on to do. He adds that the committee is scheduled to meet next Thursday. Democratic Committee Chairman Jim Walton recently spoke to our Rory Polero. Walton says when seeking a candidate for any position, he'll look at the candidate's resume to see what they've been involved in both the community and with Democratic politics. We will, of course, continue to following this story and hearing from both parties. We will post all of our updates on WNYNewsNow.com. And Matt, this is a very interesting change for the city of Jamestown with Mayor Sam Tracy announcing that he's not going to seek re-election. He's going to retire of sorts. And now it seems like everybody from both the Democrats and the Republicans are looking for who's going to be their strongest candidate and who they want to go for that seat.
Well, and here's the weird thing, Justin. If you look back in history, the last few elections that Sam Tracy was reelected, he ran unopposed.
Right.
So before that, the last person to run against him was Shirley Sanfilippo, and then before that was former Mayor Richard Kimball. So the Republicans haven't had anybody run for a while. Then you look here at the Democratic Party, to my knowledge, and I'd had to double check this, but nobody has officially ran against Tracy in a primary. So the only positions that the Democrats have challenged and or run and successfully won would be with the city council. You take District Ward 2, for example, with Tony Dulce. I know the last two times Joseph Scapoletti ran against Tony Dulce. And was defeated both times by Dulce. But looking otherwise there, this is something when you talk about the mayoral election,
right.
It's
and when you look at an incumbent from the stats point of view, very much has a strong lead to it. And without Mayor Sam Tracy, the incumbent, running this election, certainly, if you think about it from a stats point, it could be anybody's game. Granted, you have to keep in mind of how many registered Democrats versus Republicans in the city of Jamestown, how many people aren't registered or are registered as independents, and see where they may sway to. So certainly, interesting to see who's thrown their hats in the ring, who wants to have their hat in the ring, and certainly will play out to be a pretty exciting, election season.
Always is.
So, happy Valentine's Day to you. Hopefully you're doing well. Saying hello to Cindy. Thanks so much for being here. Long time no see. Happy to have you here on our broadcast. Smathers joining us as well. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Jim is here. Susie, Alberta. David, another longtime viewer. Thanks so much for being here. Hopefully you also have a wonderful day. It looks like Jenny is here. And Pam watching as well. Hopefully all of you are finding the love out there. Maybe. Matt's not feeling the love.
The
not
news.
Yet,
I love the news.
You love the news?
Yeah.
Well, me too, most of the time. Well, coming up next, Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter We'll find out if he's feeling the love or not with his 7-day forecast.
But first, Angelo Giuffre from the Spire Theater is expected to be here in studio to talk about this year's Chautauqua's Got Talent, as News Now continues.
Live and on demand, you're watching WNY News Now.
When I'm streaming and I'm talking to my community, we have that literally split-second interaction. If somebody says hello, I say hello right back immediately, and it kind of creates that connection. Because like my subscribers and my followers, we pretty much go by Re-Ups Army. All the hate and everything that goes around, that's kind of like our mission statement, is just be positive and enjoy each other's time. It's more or less just trying to use the internet in a positive way. Like we all from around the world get to connect on the same level, which is, we all love video games. Mixer.com/Re-Up. I'm live every single day, 8 p.m.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvan Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer, plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
There's an old saying, there's no news in the newsroom. Well, it's true. The time I spend at the anchor desk is just part of my day. Most of our time is spent gathering stories in the community, stories that matter to you. We can't do it alone, and we need your help. When you see breaking news or have a news tip we should know about, drop us a line on Facebook today, email our news desk, or call our newsroom at 488-7226 so we can bring those stories straight back to you.
And welcome back here to News Now at noon. Now, Justin, what is happening, executive producer?
Angelo, unfortunately, we're waiting on him to come but unfortunately his kids are sick today. So he hopefully will be able to join us tomorrow. I know we're trying to get him on the phone, but it doesn't look like that is going to happen. So I know they have a lot of amazing things going on at the Spire Theater. One of the biggest things he was going to talk about with us was their performances. They obviously have a group called the In Crowd. One of the biggest musical talent events that is coming up with auditions on Monday at the Spire is Chautauqua's Got Talent. And this is a huge event that a lot of kids in the community, Matt, rely on and are really interested in. Last year's winner, Dylan Carlson, you see there, he went and he was able to perform on American Idol just recently. So, hats off to him and really Angelo, Elsa, all their volunteers, the judges, the audience is who picks the act. They vote, much like America's Got Talent, which is the popular show on NBC. It's just so good to see the community come together for something like this. And, hopefully we'll be able to talk more with Angelo in the coming days. Maybe we'll have him on tomorrow's show if we can to talk about this. So really cool.
Well, let's think about it this way, Justin. Let's squeeze. What's the saying? Turn lemons into lemonade.
Yeah, sure.
Well,
I don't know what you have an idea, but we're just ad-libbing here.
Hey, let's talk about our past experience, though. Seriously, I mean, think about looking back in the past 3-4 years. You chiefly and greatly, might I add, have covered the Chautauqua's Got Talent.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sir. And you've seen, people from all walks of life.
Right, and that's the thing. A lot of the people who participate in this are younger men and women who, could be anywhere between you're 6 years old to you're in your young 20s. But at the same time, we've even seen performers who are older, in their 30s, 40s, and I'm not sure exactly if we have anyone older than that's come through the doors of the Spire to participate in this competition. But it really is open to anybody and open to any talent. They get a lot of singing through their doors, but they are always looking for any type of talent.
Yeah.
And I know when you watch the America's Got Talent TV show, very much of they have people who throw swords. I don't know if they'd let you do that there. Maybe. That's a good question for
Yeah,
Angela.
we're going to ask him tomorrow.
But they have such a wide range of people who participate in that. So it's really, really cool, and certainly something to check out. And we'll keep everybody updated as time goes along here as well. So stay tuned for that, because it's really, really cool. So again, as we talked about, weather-wise today, if we live look here at the HD News Now cam, the clouds might be gray, but at least it stopped snowing, right? That's always a good thing.
One thing I do want to ask our viewers out there, speaking of the weather, did anybody have trouble sliding yesterday? Because I did a little bit, and I've got great tires.
Yeah, the roads weren't that great. On my drive home, it was pretty nasty. So let us know if you had any issues, because certainly it's icky out there. So today, though, much better road-wise, and if you can, get out and enjoy it. Want to say hello to Andrew joining us. It looks like Buck is here. Joseph as well. Joseph, thank you so much for
Now,
being
Joseph
here.
was the one that suggested you get the bottle of wine yesterday.
Yes, Joseph, we need the vino for our Valentine's Day. So Samantha here as well. She said, yeah, the roads certainly were not good by any stands. So Dakota will have much more coming up next as to whether or not they're going to get worse as we head throughout much of the rest of the week weather-wise. And a little bit later on, a local elementary school, the students are feeling the love on this Valentine's Day. We'll have those details right after this. Turn to Brotherhood Property Maintenance for all your lawn care and landscaping needs, no matter the season. Brotherhood Property Maintenance does it all, from professional plowing during the winter months to expert landscaping all summer long. Count on Brotherhood Property Maintenance for mowing, landscaping, tree work, spring and fall cleanup, plus snow removal. Serving both commercial and residential lots, check out Jamestown's fastest growing landscaping crew on Facebook, or call us right now to book an appointment.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
Coming soon to downtown Jamestown, Pearl City Hops Restaurant and Tavern.
I have some real old-timey dishes on there that I'm just giving new life to. Like there's a shepherd's pie on there that's going to have some bison in it, real thick hearty gravy. Then I'm also doing beer flights. We're pairing it with a set of sliders, a set of tacos, and a set of mini rolls. So everything's going to have its own pair, so you can get a taste of a little bit of everything and all the beers. We don't want to be known as the restaurant in the hotel. We want to be known as Pearl City Hops.
First Defense Weather, the Southern Tier's only live and local weather source. Now, here's Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter.
Hey, welcome back. The past couple days have definitely been a little bit slick traveling wise, because we had all that snow that came down, and then the colder temperatures freezing it, creating slush. But at least the temperatures were not as bad as this. If you are over 50, maybe 55, you probably remember this, the super Arctic outbreak of February 1979. And to take a look at this now, this was a prolonged period of insane polar air. And note these temperatures here in purple. This is where we were 20 or more below zero as morning lows. Look at this on Thursday the 12th. That is the record low for the city of Jamestown, 30 below zero. That was observed at the airport. And this was a massive problem all across Western New York. It was pipe busting. There was all kinds of problems relating to this. So if you're talking about a polar vortex, this is a polar vortex. At least over the past 7 days, not that bad. We had a little bit of polar air that came in over the weekend, but at least nothing nowhere near that. Yesterday's official high was right at freezing, 32 degrees, which is just around average for this time of the year. News Now Cam again. Jay mentioned it earlier, the gray skies across the area, that will remain, but at least it's not snowing. There's something happy for you. 32 degrees at freezing right now with that south wind at 9. Again, that southerly wind is bringing in the warmer air, and the visibility is at 10 because the wind is not too strong. Wind chill is only down to 24. So all in all, not bad. Now, the NOAA Climate Prediction Center updates the temp outlook basically every day, and they are showing basically a a greater than average chance for below average temperatures over the next 6 to 10 days. So it's going to get colder yet again. But as I mentioned yesterday, the longer range model guidance looking out mid-March suggests maybe winter will fade away and we go into spring. It's not definite, don't count on that, but it's something that we're keeping an eye on. First Defense Doppler clear sweeps throughout the area, and it's going to remain that way throughout the afternoon. The next storm system we're keeping an eye on is way out here in California. It's this right down here near Los Angeles. It is this. This is going to take a track across the southern states and then up into the northeast. The exact track it's going to take is still unknown at this point, and we have to keep our eyes on that for later in the weekend into early next week. Could bring us some rain and snow showers. So here we go with Future Scan. Now, there will be the chance for some pop-up showers throughout the day, very spotty, if anything. Here comes the next batch of rain. It's really not going to get here until this evening into tonight. Widespread rain will continue, and then as colder air starts to filter in with a north to northwest wind, that'll ultimately change this to snow. Now, this model doesn't show it, but there will be the potential for lake effect snow tomorrow once again, even though the model really doesn't pick up on it. This model's not really picking up on it, but the potential for some lake effect snow exists. So here's a look at it for tonight. Rain and snow showers tonight. Mild night by our standards. And the wind also comes up as well to the south, 10 to 20. Most everybody should be into the mid to upper 30s for low temperatures tonight. You want them? I've got them. The next 7 days of your life, powered by Brotherhood Property Maintenance. 38 and falling tomorrow. 26 on Saturday, few snow showers. President's Day, again, there's that chance for that storm system, 26 degrees, but it looks like we warm back up into the 30s by mid next week. Norm has sports, so don't you go away.
Invest in your business or cause by letting the marketing gurus at WNY News Now and WNY Media Company grow your business.
Purchase an ad much like the one you are watching now on WNY News Now's daily show, News Now at Noon, WNYNewsNow.com, or our brand new mobile app.
And then get feedback from our marketing experts and fans alike.
And finally, watch your business grow.
As an added bonus, Community Partners messages will run not only on our scheduled programming, but on weather alerts and breaking news as well.
Plus, messages are shared on WNY Sports Now programming. Anything from a live local basketball game to the Phone Zone Sports Desk.
Become part of our family today.
And contact us right now.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at phonezoneshop.com.
Happy Valentine's Day to all you couples and single people. You're all loved. Welcome back to WNY News Now. I'm Norm Rodriguez with a look at sports. On Wednesday night, the Jamestown Red Raiders varsity boys basketball team clinched a home playoff game with their 55-53 victory over the West Seneca West Indians. The Red Raiders completed their regular season with a 15-5 record, capping it with a 6-game winning streak. Playoff games will be provided at a later date, where the Red Raiders will be the number 3 seed. On Kids Day Wednesday, the Jamestown Rebels defeated the Johnstown Tomahawks 3-2 in overtime, their second consecutive OT win. Augustine Moore scored the game-winning OT goal. Alex Fry and Eric Olson also scored 1 goal each for the Rebels. Cameron Haybear scored both goals for Johnstown. Both teams will meet again tomorrow night at 7:30, this time at Johnstown. In one of the final NBA games before the All-Star break, Tonight at 7:30, the 10-47 New York Knicks will be on the road to battle the 19-38 Atlanta Hawks. The Knicks' losing streak has ballooned to 18 games, and they are dead last in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks won their last game 117-113 against the LA Lakers on Tuesday and are in 12th in the East. The game will be televised on MSG and can be viewed on the NBA app. Justin and Matt, back to you.
All right, Norm, some nice basketball there. Thank you, sir. Well, students at Fletcher Elementary School are feeling the love this Valentine's Day. In a video posted on the district's webpage, first graders in Ashley Calla's class worked hard on their love monsters as part of a writing and creative arts project. Take a look.
My love monster is saying, I am happy, and I am holding a jump rope. Then there are hearts all over her.
Now, the kids said once the project is complete, they will take the monsters off the wall and give them to their parents as a Valentine's Day gift. Isn't that so cute, Matt?
Oh, Justin, it makes me feel
It warms
positive,
the cockles
yeah.
of your heart. Yeah, absolutely. And you know what?
Cockles?
The cockles. Yeah, it's
What's
the little inner region inside your heart.
Oh,
Not to
okay.
get medical with anybody, but yeah, isn't it? It's nice. And you know what? Really, a lot of the kids. I think this isn't just happening at Jamestown public schools, but pretty much I think all over. Don't they have like Valentine's Day stuff? Don't you remember? Like they would go around from desk to desk at some places. And
I
you'd
do
give out
remember that.
Valentine's
Yeah,
Day. Yeah, candy.
Well, candy was the
party.
best part.
Well, of course it was. I mean, geez, look at Matt and I. But no, I'm just
Wow.
kidding. I'm just
Oh,
kidding. So-
hey, you know, we're going to show our love, I guess, by fighting after the show now.
We are?
Yeah.
What are we fighting about?
After what you just said.
Oh, you're offended
I'm
by that?
kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
I'm kidding.
Matt, you have tougher skin than that. Come on now.
I have bigger skin, I guess.
He does. Matt has tougher skin than I. So hopefully everyone is enjoying their Valentine's Day. You know, whether it's materialistic or not, it doesn't matter in my opinion. Just spend times with the ones you love. And
Go to
if you
McDonald's.
Don't have anybody to love, you can hang out with Matt. So
I'll be in the news cave.
We're
Don't
gonna have a
mind me.
news party after
We
this.
are?
We got cookies.
Oh, I
yeah.
wish.
Yeah, no, we do.
Oh, we
Leftover
do?
cookies from yesterday. We had a visitor and they brought us cookies. It was
See,
delicious.
Justin told me that once before that we had cookies, but he was lying.
Oh,
And
I'm
ever
not
since
lying.
then,
I don't lie. Say hello to Rain, to Thomas as well. Scott is watching. Hello to you. Hopefully you are having a good Valentine's Day out there. Let's get a final check of our forecast. Unfortunately, Dakota had to step out early, but here's a look at the quick Brotherhood Property Maintenance 7-day, and you see for the rest of today, really, it should be pretty nice out there. Almost 40 degrees. Dakota's
like
highs
it.
at 40. So maybe some peaks of sun, but mostly cloudy. And then tomorrow, it looks like we could get some more snow as temps fall. From 38, they'll be dropping throughout the day, and then into the 20s for the weekend. And President's Day, it's a long weekend. For some, maybe not for us, but hopefully not for you. We hope you watch as well. We hope you you can have the day off, of course, but make sure you tune in. So temps will be in the 20s.
I
Of course,
forgot it was a holiday.
full
yeah.
forecast at WNYNewsNow.com/weather. And if you haven't downloaded the WNY News Now app, I don't know what you're waiting for. Better get on it.
I told people yesterday, real quick, keep downloading, download.
You get Dakota's forecast on there all the time
Yes.
as well. Joseph says, don't eat all the candy. You're right, Joe.
You know what? I'm gonna
Absolutely
do
right.
it.
Matt's going to do it, but I'm not going to eat all of it.
Yeah. Well, never mind. For the
Hopefully you have a good
corporate
day.
yells at us, I better keep quiet.
Have a good day, Samantha. Hopefully you're doing well. That's it for us. Of course, news continues 24/7 at WNYNewsNow.com. We'll leave you with a live look of the brand new camera over downtown Jamestown. You see the National Comedy Center off in the distance. News continues 24/7 on that app and at WNYNewsNow.com. We'll see you tomorrow for our TGIF edition.